record this. I have first day I have imported 100 records, and second day again our 50 records are newly inserted. So I want to get the only newly inserted record. If I go with a normal import, so already have imported 100 records. If you go with a normal import, what will happen? Again to start fetching the same records because you're using append command. If you're using append, it will not throw any exception. The directory already exists. I cannot import like that. It will not throw because you are using hyphen append is an option. So it will start downloading again. It will show. It will give the duplicate entries. First 100 records are duplicate and 50 records is lost. Let's say another next day, next 50 more has been incremented. What you will do? Again, if you use a normal import, again duplicate data, but that's a very bad way, right? So to get only incremented records, SQOOP come up with something called incremental import. Incremental import. What needs to be done there? Nothing. Everything is same, like hyphen connect, hyphen username, hyphen password, or you can say like you have taken into options file. Everything is same, and hyphen append. Everything is same, except you will specify what type of incremental it is. Look at guys here, what type of increment it is. Example is not there, fine. If it's not there, no problem. What we will specify here, let me open this. Hyphen incremental. We'll just specify hyphen incremental. Yeah, this one you'll write. Anyway, here it is there. Okay, so if you want me to write the query, I can write the query here. SQOOP import hyphen connect. Okay, jdbc : mysql / localhost : 3306 / respect to date db hyphen username hyphen password. You can give any options, guys. Okay, hyphen password hyphen table hyphen target directory or warehouse directory, whatever you're using, hyphen incremental and what type of incremental it is. Append. There are two type of incrementals. One is append and last modified. Look at here, hyphen incremental space specify how SQOOP determines which row are new. Legally the mode, legal values are mode. One is incremental append or last modified. If I specify the append here, it will fetch only newly inserted records. It will not fetch modified records. It will fetch only newly inserted records. As I said before, only whatever the records are newly inserted, only those records will be fetched, and And how it recognize? There is something called check column. What is the column I need to check? Whether the data increase or not, I need to check based on some column. What is that column? You need to specify your column name and hyphen last value. How will I know whether the data incremented or not? I need to provide my last value. Are you guys able to follow? Anisha, Kishore, Masood.
Yes, Veera.
So these three are most important thing. You are telling hyphen incremental append mode and last column, you check column is this and the last value is this. I have downloaded already till 100 yesterday. Now today from 200 onwards I want to import. You have to specify like this. Sir, is that good way to specify every time one hard-coded value here? It should take automatically. How it will take automatically? There is some other cases. That's called scoop job. We'll talk about that later. And you can also have something called audit. See, you never execute the scoop statements in a single statement by statement. I am telling one more time, don't get confused. In the real time, let me show you how I will write in real time the code. Let me show you how we will write the code in the real time. Do you see any .sq here? No, it's not there. These are Hive. The scoop also should be there. Let me show this also fine. Anyone is fine. So in the real time also we will write like this, guys. Scoop code also will write like this. All everything will keep in a file. Okay, all everything will keep in a file, or we can keep in a shell file, shell script file. Okay, what we will do based on the requirement, we will change. Why this incremental? I should have that real time. How will create? I want to show that. It's not there here. I forgot where I have kept. It's a project, no? I have kept somewhere the project. It will not be here in this. No, this is something different. So what we will do, we will keep. It was there actually. It was there sometime before. It was there here. 1 second. Give me a one few minutes. I just want to show you the real time. If you know how it will be in the real time, that will help you a lot for you to understand how we will write. These are all something like a Kafka topics. It's not there. Maybe somewhere I have kept. I lost. It will be there. It is there somewhere, but where it is exactly, I don't know. It is there somewhere. So what we will do, we will write everything. Before writing this query, we may write some shell script who will get the value this. We will get this value from where we can maintain some audit table. We can maintain some audit table. From there I can get this value. I can pass here the val. I can pass this value like this here. I can pass the values like this here. That is really possible. That's really possible. Okay, so you no need to hard code. That's the one way. The second way is you can create a scoop jobs. The second way is you can create a scoop job. When you create a scoop job, it will remember all the properties. It will remember all the properties. What was the last value? What is the next value? Everything will be remembered by your scoop job. Internally, it maintains the meta store. Your scoop also maintains internally on it's kind of a database. It's kind of a metadata. So it will maintain it. Okay. So and this is when you use append mode. When you use append mode, it will bring only incremental updates. And if you specify the last to modified, your check column should be date column. The last value should be date value. The last value should be date. So you guys can go through it. It's easily explains you what it is. It's just like a SQOOP guide is given by the SQOOP itself. Okay, so if you specify the last modified, so you can get the, see here, an alternative table update strategy supported by SQOOP is called last modified mode. You should use this and the rows of the source table may be updated, and each update will set of values last modified column to be current timestamp. Your last column should be current timestamp row, where the check column holds the timestamp more recent than the timestamp with specified last value. So when you specify for last modified, your table should have a column for, a table should have a column for, a table should have a column for date, a table should have a column for a date. So automatically based on the date, let's say I have a table like this. So I have created this column sometime before. Yesterday I created, today I modified. What will happen? The date will change, no? The date will change, right? Yesterday it was 12 or 26, okay? And I changed some value here. This date column also will change. Now I can easily identify who are all modified, who are all modified. Those values only I'll bring it. That's called last modified. Last modified. Any doubt guys about incremental import? Incremental import is the most important topic, because they will ask the interview question from here only. They'll ask the interview question from here only. Okay, so you can get the different kind of file formats. We already know that stored as a text file, stored as a power file, stored as a sequence file. We have already seen them. That is about incremental import. That is about incremental import. And you can also change your fields. You can also change your delimiter for the lines. You can also change for your optionally enclosed. You can also change your data types also. And the most important thing is this: importing data directly into your Hive tables. Importing data directly into your Hive tables. Okay, how to import the data directly into your Hive tables? From SQOOP, using SQOOP, I can directly import the data using like this: hyphen hyphen import, hyphen hyphen overwrite if it's already exists, or if it's not exist, you can create a new table and import. And what is this? It's a Hive table. And if you want to drop some delimiter, you can do that. If you want to replace some delimiter, you can do that. If you want to create a partitions by specific key, you can do this. Partitions value also you can give here, and map column also you can give here. I want you guys to execute this and send me the report. Anisha, why? Because this Hive you all guys already gone through, so nothing new for you guys about the Hive. So using these options you need to create, that's it. Using this option you need to create. I think I have already shared the SQOOP notes. I didn't share the SQOOP notes. SQOOP programs I didn't share, guys. Yes, no.
I didn't get it. No.
I think you might have not. No, I have shared in the group only, WhatsApp group only, I think. This. It has all the SQOOP queries. All SQOOP queries, including with the headings. This is there with you guys, right? No? Importing all tables. Importing different file
No.
formats. This is not there? Okay. I'll send this document to everyone. Please execute it. Okay. Please execute and please complete this commands. Okay. If you want me to execute, I can execute and show you, but you guys execute it and try it. Okay. It has even, I have copied some logs here to make you understand what is this and how it is working. Fine. Any doubt about the incremental import and how to import into Hive table? It's very simple. The similar way how you write, you need to specify create hyphen hyphen create a Hive table, and you need to specify the, if you want report, I mean if it's already available, you want to override, you can override. If you want import, you can import it. Okay. Can you guys try, or you want me to try myself? No response. Okay. Try it guys. So if you guys face any problem, please ping me. Today evening we can connect. or tomorrow morning we can discuss about them, about the hive tables. About the hive tables, they are very straight, they are very straightforward, so you really no need to very feel difficulty, you can easily import directly into hive tables. Okay, next next the most important, another important part is, exporting. Exporting, okay, this is we already seen importing all table. While exporting, you can export your hive tables also, guys. Okay, so these are all options are available, same options only, no change. Scoop export, scoop export, the most important another part. So you are importing the data. Till now you have imported from RDBMS to HDFS, and you want to do a reverse way. You want to do in a reverse way, like from your HDFS to, from your HDFS to RDBMS. How will I do that? So in RDBMS, you should have a table created, and you need to specify the location. Connect, everything is same. You connect password, username, and everything is same. And your directory, hyphen directory will specify from your export directory. You have to specify the export directory, where is there in HDFS, from where in HDFS, number of mappers, the table, update key. Now the most important thing which we need to understand here, update mode. Update mode, how you have incremental import, similar way we have incremental export. Similarly we have incremental export. What the increment, how the incremental export will work? Let's say I have already exported some records to my HDFS, and I want to export some more records to, newly added records to HDFS, from HDFS to RDBMS. So how will I do? There are two type of mode. One is update only, or new allow insert also. Update only, what it will do? It will just update the records. Allow insert, what it will do? Not only update, it will also allow to insert the new records in it. Okay, so let me tell you each and everything. I'm explaining very theory, you may get bored. Let me start and execute this queries, guys. Let me start execute this queries. Okay, let me make my queries ready. This is my incremental query, the same query for last modified. I'll give some column date last modified. I'll give my column name also last modified, and I'll table, I'll give something else. Okay, let me this start running. I'm just waiting for it. Because why I'm explaining, because you guys are not pretty new, right? You already have some knowledge. So to why I'm asking you to try yourself. If you try yourself, you'll come across some new problem, you can solve it. So that's the reason. So if I start showing each and every point, right, it will become very easy for you. So you'll not go through the struggle. So if you go through the struggle, you will remember that point. So that was my concern. Anyway, let me start this now. Hey, do you guys know how to make this? What are the change I'm doing in putty? Make it permanent. Why? Twice. Oh, it is not updating. Hmm. Okay, I have some records in this. Okay, so department. Initially, the last value will be 0 because I need to fetch from the all records, right? Target directory, I didn't give a path. Let me give a path here. Training 1 slash incre dept. I think we already given this one sometime before. No, executing this. Something went wrong. Yep, table name also. Department underscore ID. And still problem. What is the spelling for import? Spelling correct only. SQOOP import connection URL username password and this one append check columns or column. It's taking this much time. Check column incremental last value, correct only, no? Check column department underscore ID. SQOOP import connection URL username password table I have given. Now it is executing, I think. I don't know what went wrong in the previous, maybe spelling or something. Maybe this Kodak, I mean this is I have typed the editor into text pad. Sometimes it no, I don't know. Text pad has taken something. Check column is correct only. Last value is correct only. Localhost retail underscore GB. SQOOP import connect. Maybe I don't know what was went wrong. Let's see this one. It's launching the data. And if you see the boundary query, the most important thing is we need to understand the boundary query. So look at guys here. The boundary query. Select the minimum value in the department ID and maximum value from departments where the department ID should be greater than 0 and less than should be this much. It means what are the records are there in between the table, that range, it is bringing all the records. It is bringing all the records, right? It's bringing all the records and it's just checking for it. Okay, let's check whether the job is completed or not. It is done. Job is completed. 23 records has been imported. So let's go ahead and look at the how many records are done. Training one. Incre depart. Incre depart. Look at guys here. Because these two are anyway, we already discussed in the last class why these two files are empty, because that range didn't find any values. In the 0, if you find these many values are there, and if you find the last third, you'll be having these values. Okay, now I'm going to let's see, I'll not do any change. Okay, sorry, I'll not change I'll not do any change. I will execute the same query again. Let's see what will happen. Will it import again? It'll complain anything, guys? Kishore, will it import or it'll complain again? It'll import again.
Yes, madam.
See the boundary query again. Okay, go here and check. Similar records. Similar records. Why it is importing again the same records? Can anyone tell me? It's supposed to bring only the newly added records, right? Why it is bringing all the records? Can anyone tell me?
We have given the last value as 0
Very good.
again.
The last value which I have given 0. The last value I have given 0. That's the reason. So the range always it will be there, right? So now let's go back to our MySQL. I think I should have insert. Yep, I do have inserts here. I do have inserts here. Let me say this is 1 lakh. No, it's more than 1 lakh 600, right? Let me say 1 lakh 601. 1 lakh 602. 1 lakh 603. 1 lakh 607 or something. Let's say 100. I'm just changing. Just changing some number. That's it. Nothing else here. Now I'm importing this. I'm added the new records. Now understand, guys. Now I added the new records to this table. Now I added to this record. I added to this table. So I added two new records to this. Now what I will do here, what was my last value? This is my last value. Keep it here. Now go ahead and execute. Now go ahead and execute this. You can also see this actually. You can also see this. If you try to look at this ones, right, it will make you so much of information, guys. See, it's created lower bound, upper bound. From the logs, we'll get so much of information. You can also say take your boundary query. You can also see your boundary query. What it is did, based on the last value, it's prepared a boundary query. This is the boundary query and this is the maximum value. This is the maximum value. So it is creating a boundary between the values whatever you have given. It started importing that files. Started importing that files. Now I need to have one more table. Um, to show you Lastmodified. So can you guys try Lastmodified, or you want me to try, guys? Can you guys try, or you want me to try, guys? No response. Hmm.
We'll try first, and if we don't get.
So the last modified should be date type, right? And that date also should be automatically increment. Automatically increment. What is the command for that? Auto increment. So let me check that file. Yeah, this is the file I was looking for, guys. See your importer, how we will write. We will write in the bash. We will write in the bash. Then we will write your what are these are the what are the tables and all. This is a shell only. So if you see your import, this is I want to show. This is what I was telling you guys before. We will write like this into complete bash. So last modified value or last value, those things we can easily get by using this script. Using this script, you can talk to that rdbms, get that value and put into this. That can be done. Okay, or you can put the last value into some of the text file in the log file. Before executing your scoop query the tab file and get the value and put it here. That can be done. So what we will do, we will write like this kind of script. Good, at least somehow we found here. This also export also will do the same way. We'll write everything in the export. Okay, so export is very simple, as similar as that. Same. Okay, same here also. If you normal export you can do, or you can do woozy export. Okay, so you can write like this. I'll share these files for your reference. Okay, it'll make you understand. So I'll give this. Okay, and if you want to alter the table, if you don't have a table, you want to add a new column and you want to alter the table, you can do these commands. Okay, I can write a create as from the existing table. I can alter the table, I can add the column. So default is timestamp, I have taken timestamp, and default is current timestamp. On update current timestamp. So by default it will take the current timestamp. Understand, guys? Okay, let me execute this then. Let me execute this one. So can anyone tell me how to create a create as table? Can anyone tell me create as table? The syntax for the create as table? I'm thinking like this only. Let's see. Any syntax error, please ignore. I have error in syntaxes. So let's start from the departments. Create table. Create table department from the no. Create as table. Create as table. Hmm. table is created and dumped into 27 records. Okay, so now I have imported using last modified value by giving that one, right? You just go ahead and see only the last new records are maybe added here. Last two records, anyway, this is 0 1, this it is only one record. Last one is 10 one record. So last modified only incremental records have been added. The previous values is not imported. So from 8, so first 0 to 4 we have imported, 0 to 3 very first import. Second import to ask you that what will happen if I import the same things is 4 to 7, and now 8 to 11 is the new records with the incremental import. Now what I have done here, I have created an existing table. I need to add a new column here by modifying an existing one. Alter table name. What I'm going to do here, I'm altering my department underscore date. I'm altering a department underscore date. I'm adding a last underscore modified as a timestamp. Default is the kind timestamp on the department, on the update, on update. If anyone start updating this, anyone modifying the table, it should update the date. Okay, now let's select star from it has all the 0 dates. I didn't update anything. Let's update the 280. Let's update table name. So I already have a query here. I already have a query here for update. Already have a query here. Just take that. What is our table? Update table. Just update. I don't want to set this. Okay, so it will give all the dates will be changed. Now I want to change only the specific column. Okay, update this, set ID, right? That's ID. We have taken department ID. $300 or $350, whatever it is. Where we can change the name equal to 280. Update table name, set this, where this 280. So 280 column is I want update 350. Syntax error, no, because update came twice. Now one row is updated. See, this 280 has become 350. Now look at guys here, date also changed or not? Date also changed or not? Date is changed or not, guys?
Yes, Viram, changed.
Okay, so I can do the same thing for one more column. Let's say I'll change for one more column, saying that 510. I'll make it 510. 510 to I'll change 100 or 1000, whatever it is. Okay, now if you go and select, you also see the date here. Date is changed, right? Now what I will do, the query, what do you need to do? So what I'm trying to show here, what you have to do is, so you have to write update query, same query won't change, only the parameters are changed. You need to write a query here. Okay, username, root password, and departments and incremental append. Here you need to say last modified. You need to say last modified, and the target directory is same, columns are same, and here check column is different. Okay, because check column is a primary key here, but actually the check column is last modified. Check column is last modified. You need to give a check column is last modified, and last value. What was the last value? This was the last value, no? This was the last value. So you need to give that value. Just go ahead and execute. So now the next import has to bring only 2 records. I think space will give some problem. Let's see. The space is giving some problem. Again some problem is given. What is that? During import merge key hyphen append is required when okay, last modified and update directories already exist. Why merge key? Let's check. We'll cover query. Last modified. Check column. We have given the date column only. What is our date column? Last underscore modified only. Yeah. So last underscore modified only. Correct, right? Otherwise it will keep telling that it's already exists. No? Otherwise it will be keep telling it's already exist. So existing table only we need to import. Again it's failed. Incorrect column name in the SQOOP option. Imported last underscore modified. So what is our column name, guys? Here last underscore modified only, right? Why it is then failed? Check column last underscore modified, and I can give like this also. It seems like you are looking for a column that does not exist. Okay, in the table, please ensure that you have specified correct, guys. We are using what table? Departments table. We should use what table? Departments date table. These are the human mistakes. Copy paste. These are the human mistakes. Again failed. No primary key. Oh, okay. Does not have a primary key. Okay, no primary key. Okay, no problem. We'll specify hyphen split by column. Look at guys here, we're executing all the options. Okay, you're also seeing that if I didn't give some kind of option, what kind of error it will come. So the error messages also we're seeing. So this table I have used create as table. So that is the reason it is not taken the primary key constraint, just taken the data. So now I need to specify to my table because I'm launching multiple parallel jobs. So I need to specify to my table which is the primary key. Giving errors are really good. Okay, taking error, I mean, producing errors are really good. We'll understand few things, what's happening, what's going on for learning purpose. It's really important to understand this. Look at guys here, the boundary query which is greater than or equal to it is taking. So now it will also bring these values also. Okay, these values also it will bring, and look into this. Let's see how many records it will fetch. Okay, it retrieved 27 records. Fine. Now let's go ahead and import, modify actually. What value I want to modify? I want to modify that value. Instead of changing that department, it is department name, right? Department underscore name. I will change department underscore name for it. Affected. Only one record I changed. Look at guys here now. One second, guys. This one, my doubt is, let me check. I got one doubt. Let me see whether that's correct or not. This is my last modified value. This is not. How many records, guys? only one record. And also if you observe here, if your table has only one record, the split also only one. Okay, then go back here. Hadoop, go here. This is the one which is created. This is the one which is created just now. And I can see this. Hadoop test. Hadoop test. Hadoop test. And what about the old records? They have only 2 columns. What about the new records? They have the 3 columns. They have the 3 columns. Any doubt till here? Incremental update with the 2 options. Okay, so Hive, okay, Hive and export I will show you tomorrow, and we will be completing tomorrow max to max tomorrow update, or tomorrow we'll be completing the Hive and export, and day after tomorrow we'll be completing jobs, SQOOP jobs. Once we complete the SQOOP jobs, we will be done with the SQOOP. Then we'll move to pig and HBase. Okay, so that's it guys. Do you guys have any doubt? Please stay back, or else we can leave for the day. Do you guys have any doubt? Any doubt guys? Anisha, Kishore, Masood?